Live in three, two, one. Hello, everybody. Welcome to FSRickNews, Invader's Nightly News and weather forecast for December 20th, 2020. Tracking a major winter storm, we'll be watching over the models, GFS and European models, on the latest details on the new upcoming major white Christmas winter storm we are watching next week. So be sure to subscribe, like, and share if you enjoy content like this, and be sure to share this with your friends and family members that this could use this information very useful as we track this new upcoming winter storm next week. We'll be watching the models as they become confident to see if snow will spread south. Major update on what we're watching. So let's look at look at the nation right now and the northwest. We got some hazards alerts going on right now in the northwest region. As you can see, the north central and south central plains, we got a wind advisory going on, and not a lot of going on in the south central plains. Then in the eastern half of the United States here, not a lot of going on, but some storms going on down here in over the temperate Bay area. And down in the southwest region, we got some alerts here. And we check Hawaii and we check Alaska. Not a lot of going on, but yeah, there's still winter alerts going on as we're watching. Now, let's start off with a video. And yes, the new GFS model run is coming out right now as we're watching, and probably we just might need to continue the model run for probably, but this hopefully should be enough to for a model run here. So yeah, this is enough model run to track the winter storm here as we're watching. So look at the GFS model. I'm going to show this model run because this has been a new update into the winter storm. So the GFS model is trying to tell us something here, and there's the low pressure system. So we're gonna watch something here. So watch for this low pressure system right here. We got a high pressure building up here. We got the warm moisture going in, the cold Arctic blast air to come down south. This is a setup for a winter storm, Christmas storm to happen in these areas. Now the models have changed a lot. So now this model run is telling us the cold front is gonna be really behind schedule, as you see, and there will be problems of snow just coming in delayed. I mean, the models are trying to tell us the cold front might just not arrive in time for snow to happen, and its chances are decreasing a little. I mean, in these areas like Atlanta, in Alabama, northern Georgia, northern Alabama, like the cities of Birmingham and Atlanta, they probably might see snow, but just a few flurries in those areas, but no accumulation. Like Atlantic, for example, they're expecting 1 to 3 inches. I mean, they're expecting 1 to 3 inches from what I'm predicting here, but not anymore because that's now out of the question. But seriously, the inches, probably trace of snow is possible. But I'm thinking there's just be snow and flurries because this system will be moving quickly. It's not gonna stay that long, and probably this we won't see a lot of snow. It's gonna be moving out the area by Christmas morning. I mean, this is something a new developing news story, as you see. But Tennessee could see accumulation, but as like in Atlanta and Birmingham, they could see snow. It's likely, but the malls are trying to change here, and this is something we need to watch very closely, which is a new development update we need to be focusing on. So this is something new we're watching on the GFS model new run, and this is something I was surprised on, but because still snow in those areas, like the Weather Channel wants to claim about, but that's what we gotta watch and see. So let's look at the GFS model here. Oh, sorry about the new model run here. So let's go to December 26th. Okay. So on Christmas Eve, looking in the southeast, yeah, Tennessee, you should be lucky you live in Tennessee because you got trace few inches of snow in Tennessee. There's some accumulation going on. And northern Alabama, in extreme northern Alabama, not a lot of accumulation because just a little inch there, and probably a trace of snow up in these areas. Likely to see flurries around these areas here. Could see flurries in these areas, but it's likely that there's just gonna be some snow flurries around the area as the snow comes to progressive, and probably just move away on Christmas morning back up in those areas. So it's probably just the models have kind of changed, but this is just only one model run. We're just watching and seeing. But this is another new model run. This is loading, slowing in, and we got lost of that low pressure here, and we got new development in low pressure just down south. So the GFS model is has progressively changed a lot and lot as we're watching it, and you can see the low pressure right here in this area, a big coming up nor'easter, but definitely won't snow. Even you don't see enough snow in those areas, it's definitely going to be really cold air pushing into the area. There should be late snow showers in those areas. It's going to be cold. I mean, really cold air coming pushing into the area. So here's Christmas Eve. The timeline of the system is at 7 p.m. on December 23rd, and on December 24th for watching. This is something. It's a new developing store. The new GFS model run is out, and this is what's trying to say. So the same run, with the snow going on here. There's some snow flurries going on, but it probably won't last that long. Then we do that on December 24th on 1 p.m. Then that snow as the cold air there should be, but I mean, the freeze. So you probably have to be below the freezing line, which is blue. So if you're lucky enough that quarter front comes in probably right on time, then there should be a much available moisture. This could all transition into snow, sleet, and rain. And if this and there's some moisture going on, so this could easily change to rain and snow, which is something we need to talk. It's just good news to talk about because as soon as the cold front comes in. There's still some moisture on Christmas Eve, and it could just probably be an unofficial white Christmas. Now, what does an official white Christmas mean? So if you get 1 inch of snow in that particular area, and it's cold enough, and we see like 1 inch of snow accumulating in those areas, that's official white Christmas. So I'm bending the rules and making this an unofficial white Christmas here in these areas. But you can call it white Christmas or not, it's not official. It's gonna be unofficial. And yeah, this is what just we're watching with the GFS model. So back in 1983, that's what our the unofficial White Christmas. We had two White Christmases, one in 1983 and one in 2010. That was our first White Christmas. So yeah, we haven't seen a lot of White Christmases a lot this year, but this is something we're gonna watch very closely as this system continues with the heaviest snowfalls here. Let's look at the northeast U.S. We can see the heaviest rains, and we're watching a potential blizzard nor'easter going on, setup going on. We're just gonna watch the models. But it's not being nor'easter. Obviously, it's not on water, so it's gonna be a big blizzard area. Then probably on Christmas Day, we're gonna see the heaviest snow event in these areas. Pennsylvania seeing more another new winter storm, and it's gonna be pushing really quickly through heavy snow this season. It's gonna be snowy, freezing rain, sleet, snow, rain. It's gonna be sleety. Freezing, it's gonna be snow, sleet, and rain. Freezing rain to come with it as this system continues to push out the area and progressive. So this is something we will be watching as this is a developing story here at Invader's Water News Center. The Invader Water team is tracking every move of the system to see what so the system is continuing to progress it. Now, one thing I want to show you is the coldest air of the season. So, GFS model has been trending on the coldest air of the season. What I'm particularly talking about is how cold will be on Christmas morning. So, Christmas morning, much of the southern areas, such as northern Georgia, central Alabama, Mississippi, they're going to be in the 20s here, the mid to lower 20s, and the upper 20s in some areas and some areas in the lower 30s. In northern Georgia, we're just probably seeing the in many of areas of Georgia, we're probably in the lower 20s and mid 20s, and probably upper 20s in some areas. And here we got some 20s going on. In some areas up in Tennessee, will be in the teens there, and as we go up north and north, your snow chances start getting higher and higher. If you go south and south, your white Christmas of a 1 inch of snow is going lower and lower. But it's gonna be definitely cold. Even if it's not gonna snow in your area or gonna have inclination, it's gonna be definitely cold. Which, as you can see, as we get north and north, it's gonna be really cold. Temperatures in the negative digits. So look at the north central US. This is something I'm watching here. North central US seeing the coldest of the season here. Something new we are watching on a GFS model on its trending. Look at how cold is that. really coldest area of the season on December 24th, that quarter, and that snow system forming. It's gonna be really cold up north Minnesota. The temperatures are really cold in those areas, so it's gonna be the coldest area of the season in the single digits, even Minnesota in the negative digits. So this is something new we are watching on the DFS model. And yes, it's gonna be really surprising to see some really cold air coming in. But yes, we are watching the DFS model really closely to see if we're gonna see some snow. Now, alright, so we are watching now. Let's look at the European model, see a white Christmas update. Uh, so let's look at the European model right now. Uh, so let's look at the European model right now on this new on the GFS model we were. So let's look at the high res European model to see what we're watching with this white Christmas winter storm setup. So I got to load it up here. So let's time this out here. So this December 23rd, we're watching that low pressure system right here in this area, over the Minnesota areas here, bringing us the snow for parts of Canada and in much of Canada and parts of the US and Minnesota. But let's watch the timeline of the system. So as this plays out, as we're watching, what are the snow system? So there's low pressure, and yes, there's some snow as reaching as far south as Nashville, Tennessee, Frankfurt, in those areas. In parts of Indiana, seeing that heaviest snow events, it's gonna be snowing really probably the heaviest snow. And the European model is trying to tell us there could be possible snow going on those areas. And this is what the European model is trying to tell us something right on as you see. Then we got rain, snow, sleet, and rain going on in those areas right there. Right there, because he's in concentration with the heaviest snowfall going on in those areas. And yes, I mean, those areas got been impacted by winter storm. Yeah, and there's another winter storm, something we don't see every day. But every winter storm occur every week. But this is something do we have to watch here? Let's go down to those areas down the south here. So let's go regional here. Let's look at the southeast. What we got going on? So southeast right now. Let's look at the GFS model going on. What's this is what it's trying to say. So as the rain comes in, it's gonna definitely rain on Christmas Eve, which is something you don't want to see, but you want to see snow. Then that's what the models are trying to say. If the cold air comes in time, then enough moisture in the area, then it could probably just snow. But probably the models are not just saying, probably just saying it might just not reach out. But I think it could reach out, but we just don't know what to depend on. Could we agree on the GFS or European model? We don't know which model. But if we agree on the European model, then that's a whole different story there. If we agree on the GFS model, then that's another different story to talk about. If both models are right, then because both models are agreeing to the same thing, but they're all different at the same time. So we'll see if the European and GFS models are different. So we're watching both the models and seeing if they have any updates on what to expect with the system. So this is something we are watching very closely here at FSRickNews. Something new we need to watch on the system. So yes, this will be continue to be developing story. Oh, let's look at the top tip. It's GEM model. GEM model is something we have to watch too. So we got the GMM model loaded up here, and here we go. So GM model is still loading in, but as you can see, the GM model is trying to tell us something here. So different story to the GEM model. So this is a whole different story for the GEM model. So this is the December 21st model. GMM model trying to tell us something new is happening. So GM model is trying to say, okay, there could be snow as to reach as far. So now this is time out later. So probably on December 24th, Christmas Eve, we could see snow in these areas by probably at 1 p.m. time out on December 24th. We could see snow as reaching as far south as Tennessee. Now, continue the model runs here on 7 p.m. December 24th. Snow could reach as far south as the coldest air moves in. If at time like this, we could see moisture and snow going on into the Atlanta area. Probably maybe Birmingham could see snow. Like central Alabama, probably northern Alabama could see snow. And into northern Georgia, they could see some snow in those areas. Probably there will be remaining moisture in the area that snow could, as the cold air moves, there could be some leftover snow on the early hours of Christmas morning. In those areas, there could be some snow showers, flurries remain lingering off and taping off later on as we move into these areas as the blizzards snow showers move up into the northeast. So this is what we're watching. Definitely a developing story here. What we're watching. So plenty of rainfall, expecting up to 2 inches of snow, rainfall in those areas. I look at Southeast U.S. This is something you don't see every day, and some of the models are saying there could be a trace of snow in these areas. Tennessee something seeing that 1 to 2 inches of snow. Northeast U.S. is seeing the most snow at higher amounts too, but this could be a changing story as we continue. But we just gotta see which model is right and what can we depend on here. Let me back up the GMM model for you guys. Okay, so let's look at the Sunday 12Z run. Let's see how this changed. Oh, this quickly changed. Like, look at the DMM model here. This changes. So this is 12Z December 20th model, and this is really changing. So last model run we had on this one, this is saying the cold front could be arriving first, bringing all that moisture and snow on 1 a.m. on December 25th. So this is something new we were not expecting. You can see heavy snow beds right here. Looks like central and northern Georgia seeing snow. Northern Alabama could see some snow there, and it's gonna taper off soon later on and quickly pushes out. So this is something we don't see every day, and this is something new we have to watch. So every week, next week got another winter storm. I mean, this winter season is going to go active. I mean, really active here. We see winter storms from day to day, and yes, so let's look on December 25th here. This is a new developing story. So look in the southeast. Look in the southeast. This is what we're watching. Trace of snow in parts of northern Alabama, parts of central Alabama there, into northern Georgia. Probably higher amounts up to 1 inch of snow, maybe trace or less. I mean, this is something new with the GMM model. This is the last GMM model run, and they're claiming that these areas could see a trace of snow. Probably these areas could see a trace of snow. Then let's check the northeast US here. This is what it's saying. Higher amounts in these areas do the same if we remember very clearly. North central US, this is what we're just seeing. 4 inches in the intermunicipal areas, and this low pressure is going to be tracking right in these areas here. Low pressure is going to be tracking these areas, then coming up in this area, heading that general direction. So the low pressure is going to be forming up there with the coldest air of the season, and quickly moving into these areas. Now, maybe it would be better if you guys saw the Kanyas area. So let's see how the system tracks out. Oh, the system. Oh God. Oh, is that system here, right? Oh, I need to time this out, right? Let's start. And here, the system right here. Okay. Oh, I'm not. Guys, I forgot to time this out right. I'm sorry about that. Okay, it should be this one. Okay, there's that one right there. Then let's see that we time the system out. It's going to quickly move in these areas. I mean, this is going to quickly move up north. Look, it's going down south now. And that's where the system is going. In that general direction. I mean, so what this model is telling me is the GMO model is trying to say this system is going to go all over the place. It's going to now go down south and go up north. So this is the path of the low pressure system. It's going to be going in. The models are all over the place. I mean, this is what it's trying to say. It's going to be, if you're in the center of this, probably going to be really messy GMO model. But let's look at the GFS. What's trying to say that too? So let's look at the GFS model here. It's trying to say a different story here. So let's continue. I'm gonna wait for that system to come in. Okay, here's a GFS model trying to say something new here. Okay, so GFS model is different. I mean, the low pressure system. I mean, so we got two low pressures, and this one is a totally different story here. So this low pressure is gonna there's two low pressure systems gonna take up the snow northeast. So we got two low pressure systems. Don't forget, I forgot the G. Yeah, we got two low pressure. This is gonna be a remain. Then we got another low pressure system forming off in the Gulf of Mexico. It's gonna be quickly moving inland very soon, and it's gonna bring that snow. And it's currently right here in this area. It's probably gonna be a messy start for the low pressure system. Then I'm guessing it will be moving up north here, nearby where this low pressure system. So let's see if I was right. Oh, I was right. A little right. Okay. Now the low pressure just turned over here, then just came over back here. So I was actually a little right there. I was accurate. Yeah. And the system just goes up there and dissipates in the same area where that low pressure system dissipates. So, or the system first probably just move up north and we can't see the GFS model. So that's probably why. Well, this is why I'm watching two low pressures from the Gulf of Mexico in this area here. Something we have to watch very closely on the GFS model. So yeah, this is why we're watching a developing story here at Invader's weather news coverage. We are the first to warn you at FSRickNews. FSRickNews, Invader's nightly news and weather forecast. The first to warn you on this upcoming winter storm. Rain, sleet, and snow. What to expect and what can we tell? We're the first to warn you if because we're surely because we have been sure on Winter Storm Gale when we did Winter Storm Gale updates. You probably saw that White Christmas update we served, and that's why I continue. So you saw the past previous videos. Check those Winter Storm Gale updates because we were the first to warn you before any other water channel has reached that. I knew this would happen, and I'm really good in weather. So we're expecting rain, sleet, and snow. Probably 1 to 2 inches in some areas in the deep south, and probably higher amounts as we go up north and north, possible likely by Christmas chances. I'm your artist Invader with your Invader's nightly news and weather forecast for December 20th, 2020. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye guys, stay safe, stay warm, and enjoy the snow as it lasts. And that is all for Invader's nightly news and weather forecast for December 20th, 2020. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next one. Bye, guys.